right. Hi, physics kids. This is Mrs. Freudenberg, and this is a little tutorial about how to use the Pivot Interactive's gas station pump activity. So the first thing you want to do is, hopefully on the last slide, you figured out how to log in and create your Pivot Interactive's account and join your class. When you log in, I think it should look, this is my view, right? So this should look like my classes, and you should see something here like Physics 2021, but it'll probably say like Mrs. Freudenberg's block 5 or Miss Borwell's block 1 or whatever. Okay, so you're going to look for your class. It's probably the only class you have in Pivot. And then you want to look for the activity called Making and Using Mathematical Models, the Gas Station Pump. All right, you'll click that. Okay, but I can't click that because it goes to something different for me. Okay, so when I click it, or this is what it should look like roughly when you see it. All right. So basically what you're going to do is we're going to, first of all, the purpose of this is to learn how to use Pivot Interactives, because obviously being a lot online this year, we're going to use this a lot since we can't do a lot of things in class. Okay. It's a great program though. You're going to love it. All right. So you want to go ahead and watch the video. Okay. So you can kind of play it. Takes a little while till it gets there. She's pumping the gas. Okay. And then it's going to get to the point where you can actually start seeing it go. Okay. All right, so what you want to do is, the first thing you want to do is you want to figure out 3 things that you could measure from this graph, okay? So you can see here on the display, they're showing us the total sale, which is, you know, the amount that it costs, how many gallons, all right? And then also, if you click this little toolbar up here, this will give you different tools. Sometimes there's a ruler or a protractor. This one only has a stopwatch, okay? So you can get the stopwatch. And you can reset it. So you want to get, if you want to use the timer, you need to get to the point in the video, like see right where it's about to start. Okay. And then reset your timer for that point. Okay. Now, when I go through, I can take any kind of data that I want. Okay. I can take total sale. I can take gallons. I can take the time. You probably don't care about frames. I guess you could do frames if you want, but whatever. Okay. So you need to first, in your class kick, you're going to be writing 3 different things that you could measure. Okay. And then you need to choose which one you want to measure. All right. So you may or may not have studied this before, but your independent variable starts with an I, because I choose it. I will choose what I want to measure. Like, for example, I might choose to look every 1 second, or I might choose to look every dollar, or I might choose to look every gallon. Okay, so the thing that you're picking, like when you're going to stop and take the measurement, that is your independent variable. Okay, then you want to pick a second variable, which will be called your dependent variable. That's the one that's going to respond, and you're going to measure it whenever you have decided. Okay, so for example, if I chose every dollar, right, I would go through and I would wait until it got to $1. Okay, and then $1 would be my independent variable, and then I would either measure off the gallons, or I could measure off the time, or whatever. Okay, then I would keep going until $2, then I would keep going until $3. All right. In this case, it makes as much sense to do any of the 3 of them as your independent variables. Sometimes, depending on the experiment, it's a little more obvious what to pick, but you could also pick every gallon or every half gallon or every second or every 3 seconds or every 5 seconds, whatever you want to choose. Okay, so you're going to choose whatever you choose for your independent variable. You're going to mark it here. Okay, and there's a little audio button also in Class Kick for a reminder. And then you're going to choose your dependent variable. Okay. Also, then you're going to go ahead and take your data. So we'll put little boxes in here, but you're basically going to choose your titles, okay, in the first column, and then 5 different measurements of what you're going to take. Okay. After you get the data, then you're going to move on and graph it, but not with this program, with a different one. All right. Again, if you have any problems or any questions, or you can't log in, or you don't understand how to do it, please contact your classmates and your teacher. Okay, so someone can help you. Don't just be confused. You need to be proactive about asking for help, because we're all here to help you. All right, so there you go. That's how you use Pivot.